Today, we will talk about quarterbacks that almost died on the field. From career-ending blows to miraculous recoveries, brace yourself for the heart-stopping sagas where NFL quarterbacks faced adversity head-on and emerged with stories that defy the football odds. First up, we have an incident involving Mason Rudolph, who while stepping in for the injured Ben Roethlisberger took a terrifying hit from Baltimore Ravens safety Earl Thomas that left everyone holding their breath. Picture this. Rudolph is seemingly unconscious, his head bouncing off the turf. The medical team rushed to his aid and Rudolph's teammates were visibly emotional. It was a tough scene, but here's the incredible part. After what felt like an eternity, Rudolph with some assistance managed to get back on his feet and was guided to the trainer's room. Talk about a roller coaster of emotions. Next up, we have the famous story about Chris Sims from Week 3 of the 2006 season where Sims absorbed a significant hit, attempting to play through what he initially believed to be a broken rib. Little did he know, he had ruptured his spleen, leading to internal bleeding and a blackout on the field. Sims, showing remarkable resilience, returned to the game after receiving fluids in the locker room. However, the gravity of the situation became clear post-game when he realized the seriousness of his injury. The quarterback made it to the hospital, underwent surgery, and narrowly escaped a tragic end. With 9 pints of blood lost internally, doctors had even prepared his wife to say goodbye, fearing he might not survive. Although Sims survived the ordeal, the near-death experience marked the end of his playing career. Missing the entire 2007 season, he had brief stints as a backup in Tennessee and Denver before retiring. Now, one player who was never lucky with injuries is Tua Tagovailoa, who after absorbing a hard hit from Buffalo Bills' Matt Milano, stumbled and fell on his way back to the line of scrimmage during a game. Despite being checked for a concussion and cleared, he returned to the field, only to face another harrowing incident 4 days later against the Cincinnati Bengals. Sacked by defensive lineman Josh Tupou, Tagovailoa laid motionless for several minutes, prompting an evacuation on a stretcher and hospital evaluation. While the Dolphins reported a concussion diagnosis and cleared him to fly back with the team, the quick return to play raised eyebrows. And if you think that's bad, wait till you hear about Alex Smith, who suffered a brutal leg injury during a game against the Houston Texans, resulting in a shattered tibia and fibula. Smith underwent emergency surgery during which doctors discovered a potentially fatal infection caused by field debris entering the wound. The situation escalated rapidly, with discussions of amputation to save his life. Against all odds, Smith endured 17 surgeries, skin grafts, and extensive rehabilitation. Miraculously, he returned to the field in October 2020, marking one of the most remarkable comebacks in NFL history. Does anybody remember Andy Dalton? The Dallas Cowboys quarterback once endured a terrifying moment during a game against Washington when he took a brutal hit to the head from linebacker John Bostic. The hit left Dalton motionless for several seconds, raising immediate concerns. Fortunately, the Cowboys reported later that Dalton was alert, in good spirits, and feeling much better after being diagnosed with a concussion. The team expressed disappointment at the lack of response from Dalton's teammates to the hit, which prompted rookie Ben DiNucci to step in as the starting quarterback. Of course, this list would not be complete without mentioning the incident with Teddy Bridgewater, where he was sliding at the end of a run in the fourth quarter of a game, and then, out of nowhere, Rams cornerback LaMarcus Joyner delivers a hit to Teddy's head. The refs rightfully tossed a flag for unnecessary roughness, but the hit still took Teddy out of the game. Years have passed since that incident, but it's still worth remembering. Here's hoping Teddy has had smooth sailing since then. Getting closer to the end, we have Joe Theismann, whose name echoes tales of triumph and a twist of fate that altered the course of football history. Picture this. In November 1985, during a game against the New York Giants, Theismann dropped back for a pass, only to be met with a crushing hit. The impact resulted in a horrifying leg injury, with his tibia and fibula snapping like a twig under the pressure. This moment not only spelled the end of Theismann's illustrious career, but it became one of the most unforgettable scenes in NFL history. Theismann's injury was a stark reminder of the physical toll the sport can take, a sudden twist that no one saw coming. Next up, we have former Patriots quarterback Drew Bledsoe, who recently revealed the harrowing details of a hit that not only changed the course of his career, but could have ended his life. The infamous 2001 hit from Jets linebacker Mo Lewis left Bledsoe with a serious concussion and internal injuries. In a candid interview, Bledsoe shared that he initially tried to go home after the game, but was thankfully stopped by doctors, preventing what could have been a fatal outcome. The incident marked a turning point in Bledsoe's career. Tom Brady took over the starting quarterback role, and the rest is history. Ah yes, can't forget the scary hit Billy Volik suffered in 2003 while playing for the Tennessee Titans. Volik took a hard hit from linebacker Takeo Spikes, leading to a spleen laceration and internal bleeding. Despite the pain, he continued to play, helping the Titans secure a victory. Volik eventually recovered without surgery, and now he shares his understanding and well wishes for Chris Sims, emphasizing the challenging road to recovery from such injuries. And now, to close off the list, we have good old Russell Wilson. During a critical matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs, an alarming incident unfolded in the fourth quarter when Wilson, in a scramble towards the goal line, was abruptly halted, slamming his helmet into the turf with a force that sent shockwaves through the stadium. Teammates swiftly signaled for medical assistance, and Wilson struggled to regain composure, eventually making his way to the blue medical tent escorted by Broncos staff. The impact was so severe that a visible bump on his head became apparent, even with the protection of his helmet. The injury not only shifted the dynamics of the game, but also dashed the Broncos' hopes for a comeback against the Chiefs. If there's a specific moment or player you think we missed or should explore further, let us know in the comments.